All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to class, part 3 of painting with color here. And we are going to do a quick demo, and it is going to be a little bit of color matching. It's going to be based on an older painting that I did 2-3 years ago that I don't exactly remember which colors I used. Looking at the painting, which I did print and gave to you guys in the email, they're kind of interesting blues and purples. And so basically it's just some trees on a hilltop with the sun kind of breaking through a little bit. And then the big element is these day glow kind of goldfish looking clouds floating in front. So the big thing I think is going to be trying to figure out the blue and the purpley color.
Right.
So what I squeezed out was some titanium white, which I'm going to probably need more of, a cadmium yellow light, Indian yellow. This is a vibrant pink, which is a special color by Michael Harding, a brilliant pink. Quinacridone red. I'm going to see if I can do it with the quinacridone, because I'm guessing you guys don't have the brilliant pink. Ultramarine blue, manganese blue hue. This is the phthalo turquoise, which I kind of have a feeling might be the magical ingredient to make those kind of odd colors. And then I did put a bit of phthalo green on there just to see. I want to see if I can make a phthalo turquoise with the phthalo green. So I'm going to try that real quick. So I'm just going to kind of put this out. And basically I'm doing that so I can kind of see the transparency of it. And I'm going to do the same thing with the phthalo turquoise, because in its mass tone, when it's thick, it's kind of hard to see. So what we can kind of see here is this blue tint. So I'm wondering what happens if I add ultramarine to phthalo green. All right, we're pretty close between here and here. So I may be, so if you don't have phthalo turquoise, I think you could use ultramarine and phthalo green if you have it. I'm going to try phthalo green and manganese blue hue.
Could you add just a touch of Payne's gray to your palette, just enough to mix it with the green?
Sure, I could, yeah.
Just for grins.
And with the manganese blue hue, it's not the same, but it's an interesting color.
It's a pretty color.
Yeah, I mean, that could be an interesting mix as well. So you said some Payne's gray?
Just to see what the green does with the Payne's gray.
So phthalo green and Payne's gray.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes a beautiful.
Is it really muted?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to do a painting with that green and then just the different blues.
Yeah, it's a nice color. So let's test something else. So with phthalo green, I can mix it with the quinacridone red to get a chromatic black. But I want to see what happens if I make it much more reddish.
Ooh,
There's your purples.
Mm.
That's not far off.
well, that's very
That's
pretty.
really nice. I'm wondering if that's how I did it. And then more phthalo green, just a touch of red. See if that how blue that goes. Okay, very green still, so let's add a little more of that quinacridone.
Pretty.
Maybe that's the colors I used.
A little more quinacridone in that, and you'll get purple.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I did down here. I just wanted to see how blue I could get it.
Oh, yeah, that's nice blue.
Because here's the purples, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
What
close.
shades of green do you get when you add it with the yellows?
I'm sorry.
Then try blending it with your two yellows and see what happens to that green.
To the top grayish blue color.
Yeah.
To this one.
Yes.
To the dark that you made. I mean, if that were your mother color, what happens when you add the yellows to it? What kind of greens do you get?
Add just a touch more. Pretty nice muted gray green.
What about the Indian yellow? But that gets a really pretty dirty green.
Yeah. Look at that popping up. Yeah, I like
Mm.
that.
Yeah,
Nice.
interesting. So yeah, it'd be an interesting color combination to not have blue, but to use phthalo green, quinacridone red, and Indian yellow. I want to see how blue can I get that phthalo green. So it definitely goes towards a turquoise color right away.
It's an interesting palette.
I'm wondering though if that's not kind of the colors I used.
Well, the
All
one,
right, let's.
one in the middle looks very
You're trying to
close.
duplicate, Michael.
What's that?
What painting are you trying to duplicate?
This one.
Oh, okay.
So let's try the phthalo turquoise. So we add just white to that. Very vibrant. Let's add a little bit of the old quinacridone to that. Makes a gorgeous purple. We add just a touch of quinacridone. Just seeing how blue I can get it. Kind of a grade blue. Ooh.
Mm.
And if I add more turquoise to that.
Beautiful.
So I think I could get close with either the phthalo turquoise or the phthalo green.
I think I like the phthalo green combination better.
It's a little more subtle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
with the purple and then your just straight magenta red from the looks of your reference.
Now,
Sure, beautiful blue though.
Yeah,
How, what would you get if you mix ultramarine blue and quinacridone?
the quinacridone turquoise.
Quinacridone, red and, ultramarine blue.
Just a nice purple.
Yeah.
But it's a muddier purple. Than
I
what you-
guess my question is, did you have all these colors on your palette at that time?
I don't know.
Because I thought you just started using quinacridone red.
Oh no, I've been using quinacridone red for years.
All right.
Yeah. No, ever since I taught at Clark College.
Okay.
And then I just squeezed out the very last dabs of these two guys,
Phalos.
my two Thalos.
Killed them.
So I kind of feel like though I was experimenting with just tubes of paint. Oh, here, let's try one more thing. Let's try. I'm gonna go to my my phthalo turquoise. I'm gonna add this vibrant pink to it,
Mm,
or brilliant pink.
that's a beautiful color.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that could be a little more of what I'm looking at the background, not the bright cloud yet.
Like that.
That's also really nice. I mean, and all these colors are kind of harmonizing just because we have the two phalos. Except for these greens over here.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. It's still really
I
beautiful.
like those
greens.
greens.
Yeah, I like them too. I'm just gonna see what happens if I just add a bunch of Payne's gray to it, or maybe even let's add some phthalo turquoise to that.
Wow, it doesn't take
Man.
much to really.
Those phthalos are crazy.
Mhm.
I like
All
the,
right, I'll find a home for you later. You're not invited to this party. Okay, so what do we got? I'm seeing like some of all these blues, some of these purples. So let's just start. Did that kind of help though to kind of explore some of those colors?
Yeah, really.
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of sketch out a rough idea. So I'm thinking we've got a little hill here. Painting's funny. And then we're gonna have some little trees.
Take a sketch out of the Little Prince.
What's that?
Yeah, it looks like a sketch out of the Little Prince.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I just need a fox on there.
Fox and a rose.
I don't even know if I need these extra little trees. Maybe it's just one twisty old tree up there. All right. And then I think I'm gonna put on my purples first and then come back in with my blues. So let's start with kind of the darker purple. Which I want right about
Sorry.
here. Ooh, look how dark that is. Wow. Not what I was expecting. Amazing how much darker they are. on the white versus. Maybe we should have stopped class when we were talking about it earlier. All right. Let's see what happens, shall we?
Got a shop brush?
Yeah, just a big old gnarly shop brush. Maybe added too much white into there. Got a little pasty. I'm gonna try doing this, and then I'm gonna come back in and reshape it.
Is that mostly the turquoise base or the phthalo green? I think it's a turquoise.
Yeah, and we kind of realized that both could work.
Yeah.
So let's warm up as we go down a little bit. So this area needs to be quite a bit warmer. And a little bit under here, a little bit under here. I got to remember, I do want to keep this cool because I want the floaty bright clouds to be showy. So I'm just kind of trying to create the feeling of an environment for those clouds to be able to show off. And I'm wondering if this does need some of the Payne's gray up here. Do you think this is too vibrant?
It was
Yeah,
lighter, yeah.
Yeah, it fights with the rest of it.
yeah, I agree.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's definitely not exactly the same by any means, but I'm
Still,
kind of liking the feel of these as these colors kind of continue to gray down a little bit.
yeah, fun colors.
Very nice.
Let's see if I can bring a little bit of this purple up here because right now we have a very much of a line. So I'm wondering maybe add a bit of an angle here. Don't normally paint with this brush. Very dark. Looks too separate. See if I can. Again, I'm just trying to make it so it's not like this strong line of different clouds, more of a gradation, staying with the theme of the class. It's interesting, when I look at the monitor, I'm seeing a line right here between this and this, the white to the blue.
Mm,
When I look at my painting, I don't see it.
I don't see it on the monitor.
Oh, you don't?
It's very
No,
faint.
it looks like you've got it through gradation.
Oh, okay, good. All right, see if I can find a fluffy Q-tip. Nope. All on the bottom of this jar. That kind of helps to read the colors better.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Good.
All right, let's have fun making some shapes. If we can. All right, beautiful little tree. You're kind of the second star of the show. Just kind of coming up with some messy little shapes. Whew. I don't know why I hold my breath sometimes when I paint. Need the claw. Just my handy dandy back scratcher.
Ah, oh, mall stick.
I like it better because it literally hangs on to stuff for me.
Yeah.
Hang on, little bear. So I'm just warming up the edges of those trees.
Beautiful.
I think last time I did this painting, I waited for it to dry like a smart person. At least tack up, but unless you guys want to hang out for 24 more hours,
Have a glass of wine.
have a couple glasses of wine. Then I'm willing to paint bright pink clouds.
How are you using your claw? Are you resting your hand on it?
Yeah,
Aha. Okay.
yep. So it grabs up
Messy than-
above.
Less messy than putting your fist on the wet paint.
I got
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
and then I can just rest my hand. Oh, he
Or
hangs
the-
on.
Huh. Very clever.
Camera is having a fit trying to keep up with you.
Yeah.
Nice light touch. That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right. Let's see if we can make bright. Well, should we try it with quinacridone before the vibrant pink, or should we just jump to the vibrant pink?
Go to the vibrant pink.
What's that? Or radiant pink,
Vibrant
sorry.
pink. Yeah.
I'll try it with quinacridone first and see how. So pretty good. Darn, that's pretty bright. That was with Indian yellow. There's a little more yellow added to it. So That could almost work. Do a little more quinacridone on the top just to see. We want a little more pink. That's nice.
Mhm.
Let's try radiant pink. Radiant pink instead. Touch of Indian yellow and white. Okay. It's keeping its vibrancy. Wow, that is a strong color.
And that's the pink.
Yeah, that's the radiant pink. You guys hear the dog?
No,
He's outside the door, wants to come in. She's like, that's enough. Hi. Hi, Kelly. Down. Down. She's like, wouldn't you far rather go outside and throw a stick for me than just standing there? I kind of like either color, all of these. This one's a little warmer.
Which one has the best harmony?
I think the middle one has about the best harmony.
Right here with this.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, how do I want to apply it?
Scary part.
Yeah, scary part. I'm just gonna grab a big old Egbert or whatever you call these now. I think they changed the name from Egberts, but anyways, super long bristle. And I'm just gonna let fate
me.
decide. Fate decides.
Hold your breath. Yeah.
Looks nice.
Callie, enough. Wonder if she has to go outside. You guys mind if I go let the dog out for 1 minute?
Go ahead.
Or maybe I can just finish this up, but
No
it's
problem.
really whining. Well, that's kind of it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Lovely.
And I can come in and smooth out these clouds a little bit, or I can soften the back sides of them just so they're a little more floaty. All right, I gotta go let the dog out. She's going crazy. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
I
So
don't have a very good picture here, but that looks logical to me. The picture I have doesn't.
Hmm.
But it's much darker when it printed out. It was
You
much
really need
darker.
to go out.
Talking about your reference.
Drink all that
photo.
water.
Yeah.
Get all those paper towels.
And I think Brent Cotton would have used a palette knife to just kind of drag it across.
Hmm. Those colors look just so brilliant now.
Mhm.
Gorgeous.
it's fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's talk behind Michael's back.
Yeah, definitely not the same,
Mine.
but
Not the same, but just as good.
good. So yeah, then what I would probably do is just take a real soft brush or have a really soft touch, but there's so much paint on there. So this is just a really soft, or I could even use something like this and just smudge those backs. So they really look kind of soft and aloft and floaty. Yep.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's nice, Michael. Very
Yeah.
good.
Beautiful.
Thank you for doing that.
Yes.
Thanks for inviting me to revisit this painting.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll
Graham, how
definitely
does
get
it
in,
feel?
It's
some
beautiful,
texture.
and I'm going to attempt something like that for my final project.
All right.
Oh, very good.
That
Have
was
to
fun.
learn how to hold my breath when I put those pink clouds in there.
Yeah. Get your back scratcher out.
Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful,
Just-
Michael.
Love that.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
look at that.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Wow.
That is
That looks very much like the reference as I printed it out.
wow.
that's moody.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for spending your entire day with me.
All right with me.
Michael.
Yeah.
5 hours, I think we've been hanging out. All right, that's pretty good.
Thank you,
All right.
Michael.
Thank you.
Michael.
Thank you.
Take care,
We'll see you
everybody.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Unless you're sick of me. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.